How's it going, everyone? Austin Honecker here. I just want to come on here for a while and give him a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark from last night, which was February 8th, 2022. I gotta say it was awesome from start to finish. For the matches, match 1, it was Julia Hart versus Kelsey Heather. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Julia Hart went over with the figure 4 neck lock. That was match 1, by the way. Match 2, it was Powerhouse Hobbes versus Gus De La Vega. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Powerhouse Hobbes went over with the torture rack. Well, before the match, Powerhouse Hobbes attacked Gus De La Vega and beat the shit out of him before the match started. And after the match, Tony Schiavone interviewed Powerhouse Hobbes, and Tony Schiavone brought up to Powerhouse Hobbes that he is now in the top 5 rankings in AEW, and asked, "What's next for Powerhouse Hobbes?" And Powerhouse Hobbes said to Tony Schiavone, Powerhouse Hobbes said, "Where's Dante?" And then Powerhouse Hobbes picked Gus De La Vega up and put him in the torture rack again. And as that was going on, Tony Schiavone left the ring, and Dante Martin done a springboard drop. Well, Dante Martin appeared and executed a springboard drop kick to Powerhouse Hobbes, and then Dante Martin knocked Powerhouse Hobbes out of the ring, and then Dante Martin done a tope suicida to Powerhouse Hobbes outside the ring, and then got on top of him and started beating the shit out of him. And then all the referees and the coaches and the trainers, all the referees, all the coaches, and all the security and all the referees and all the security had to hold Dante Martin and Powerhouse Hobbes both back and break up the brawl and everything. That was cool. Match 3, it was the Gun Club, which are Austin and Colton Gunn versus Adrian Alanis and Liam Gray. That was a great match, but the ending to it, the Gun Club went over cause Austin Gunn pinned Adrian Alanis by the hip toss neck breaker combination from Colton and Austin Gunn. Now, before the match, the Gun Club, which are Austin and Colton Gunn, attacked Liam Gray and Adrian Alanis and beat the shit out of them because Liam Gray and Adrian Alanis were making fun of the Gun Club and everything. That was cool. Match 4, it was Mercedes Martinez versus Queen Aminata. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Mercedes Martinez went over with the Fisherman's Buster. That was match 4, by the way. Match 5, it was Anthony Ogogo versus Tony Vincita. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Anthony Ogogo went over with the knockout punch. That was match 5, by the way. Match 6, it was Lee Moriarty versus Anthony Henry. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Lee Moriarty went over with the flatliner. Now, after the match, Tony Schiavone interviewed Lee Moriarty, and Tony Schiavone congratulated Lee Moriarty on his win, and Tony Schiavone was pretty much asking Lee Moriarty what was next for him and everything. And then Lee Moriarty was saying, Tony, Lee Moriarty said, thank you, Tony. And as I said last time we were in this ring together, Tony, I said I was going to worry more about the present and not the future. And I am Tiger Style, and I am going to keep proving why I'm the best and everything. That was cool. That was match 6, by the way. Match 7, it was Anna Jay versus Casey Lennox. That was a squash match, but the ending to it, Anna Jay went over with the Queen Slayer. That was match 7, by the way. Match 8, it was Fuego del Sol versus Serpentico. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Fuego del Sol went over with the Leaping Foot Stomp. And match 9, which was the main event, it was Wheeler Yuta versus Aaron Solo. That was a great match, but the ending to it, Wheeler Yuta went over with the seatbelt. Now, after the match, as Wheeler Yuta was celebrating his victory, Nick Comoroto came out to the ring, and Aaron Solo held Wheeler Yuta down, and QT Marshall got in the ring, and then Nick Comoroto got in the ring, and Nick Comoroto attacked Wheeler Yuta with a clothesline, and then QT Marshall barked orders at Nick Comoroto saying, "You're not done, Nick. Powerbomb him." Then Nick Comoroto got Wheeler Yuta up and was getting ready to execute the powerbomb, but Orange Cassidy came out, and as soon as Orange Cassidy hit the ring, Orange Cassidy flipped Aaron Solo and Nick Comoroto both over and out of the ring, and then Orange Cassidy got in the ring, and QT Marshall tried to attack Orange Cassidy, but Orange Cassidy threw QT Marshall over and out of the ring as well. And as and the Factory, which are QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, and Nick Comoroto, were all at the stage and staring down the best friends, which are Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta, and everything. And then Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta were celebrating Wheeler Yuta's victory and everything. That was cool. Now, besides the matches, Tony Schiavone interviewed Wheeler Yuta, and Tony Schiavone was saying to Wheeler Yuta, saying, "Wheeler Yuta, you have faced off against Jon Moxley twice. And this last Wednesday when you faced off against Jon Moxley, you really put on a great match. And congratulations, buddy." And then Tony Schiavone said, then Wheeler Yuta said, "Thank you, Tony. Because now the last 2 matches I had with Jon Moxley, after both matches, I really improved. And tonight, I will be facing Aaron Solo. And Aaron Solo, I know you're going to bring your friends of the Factory, but I am going to leave my best friends in the back, because I'm going to prove that I can kick your ass on my own and everything." That was cool. And Lee Moriarty cut a promo talking about Black History Month and the song that AEW put out for Black History Month, and talked about his style of wrestling, about why he wears headphones to the ring because music is his inspiration, and why he wears his why he wears a mask to the ring, and how he goes for Tiger style and everything as well. That was cool. Now, besides all that, Taz and Excalibur done commentary throughout the whole show. They done awesome as usual. And the referees for the event were Mike Posey, Paul Turner, Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey Edwards. Okay. Mike Posey refereed the match between Julia Hart versus Kelsey Heather. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Powerhouse Hobbes versus Gus De La Vega. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between the Gun Club, which are Austin and Colton Gunn, versus Adrian Alanis and Liam Gray. That was Aubrey Edwards, by the way. Paul Turner refereed the match between Mercedes Martinez versus Queen Aminata. Aubrey Edwards refereed the match between Anthony Ogogo versus Tony Vincita. Paul Turner refereed the match between Lee Moriarty versus Anthony Henry. Mike Posey refereed the match between Anna Jay versus Casey Lennox. That was Mike Posey, by the way. Paul Turner refereed the match between Fuego del Sol versus Serpentico. And, that was Paul Turner, by the way. And Bryce Remsburg refereed the match between Wheeler Yuta versus Aaron Solo. All the referees done awesome as usual. Now, the match card that's been announced so far for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite tonight, it's going to be Hangman Page versus Lance Archer in a Texas death match for the AEW title, and Isaiah Cassidy versus the new AEW signee in a Face of the Revolution qualifying match. Those are the matches that have been announced so far. Now, besides the matches that have been announced so far, the Inner Circle, which are Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz, will be having a town meeting, and MJF will be appearing live. So the match card for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite tonight that's been announced so far looks like it's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here for a while and give them a review for All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dark from last night, which was February 8th, 2022. Like I said, it was awesome from start to finish. And with that being said, my name is Austin Honecker, and I will catch your ass down the road. Peace out.